Really nasty. But when the South Korean representatives who just left North Korea came outside, big throng of press, they announced that North Korea, Kim Jong-un, would like to meet with President Trump. This doesn't happen. You know, they're saying, oh, well, Obama could have done that. Trust me, he couldn't have done that. He wouldn't have done that. He would not have done it. And by the way, neither would Bush. So the Democrats are the party of sanctuary cities. Explain that one, right? They like to protect criminals. They like to protect MS-13. They like to protect criminals. They like to protect MS-13. They like to protect criminals. They like to protect MS-13.
First, let's talk about the good things about President Shithole. Diarrhea mouth all over Pennsylvania. Now, I approve of the tariffs. I believe in a free market, but a few tariffs here and there.
And what else? American steel. American steel. They've been talking a little bit about steel over the last little while, haven't they?
To support local steel, to support local aluminum and solar power. People are saying, oh my God, all those imports and then the service. Let's start making our shit right here. Let's start making solar power, steel, aluminum right here. Even Miss Priss, that one woman in the background, was cheering, clapping for steel, right? She's so excited. She's such a policy guru.
And what else? American steel. American steel.
She's like, hell yeah, the steel industry, and then aluminum. So she even understands that. So that's a good thing. He also criticized his predecessor, Bush, on Iraq. He said it was a total mess, but he's a liar. He has not been non-interventionist. He has started 30 new Vietnams in Africa.
So he's a good person. I don't know if that means that. Does that mean anything? If he's a
good person, yes, of course it matters. Are you kidding me? Yes, that's like one of the most essential things. Be a good person. You're going to be a leader? Be a good person. America is great because America is good. When we cease to be good, we'll cease to be great. The trade wars.
And NBC, which is horrible, their newscast, by the way, is not doing well on NBC Network. They're heading down the tubes. But listen to this.
This is a good thing, okay? We got war on drugs, which is bullshit. That's war on the domestic population. War on terror, which is war on the entire world. So we got a rise of fascism all over the place. If we can focus on trade wars, let's focus in on economics. Let's focus on manufacturing goods and selling goods and services. So a trade war, I like that. I like that it captures the imagination. So let's focus on trade wars and let's get rid of the war on drugs and let's get rid of the war on terror. I mean, my God, have you stopped the drugs? We've had a war on drugs for the last 50 years. Yeah, I guess you'll have to, escalate the shit out of it. Now just start executing anybody and everybody who smokes a goddamn...
I did The Apprentice on NBC for 14 seasons. I made a lot of money for them. We had a big successful show. Arnold Schwarzenegger failed when he did The Apprentice, and he's a movie star. Martha Stewart failed when she did The Apprentice, and I just kept chugging along. Every year it was a big hit.
Ein Führer, President English Hitler, President Shithole, President Gun Control, Mr. Anti-Second Amendment. He is going on and on. The big thing I took away from this speech was the drug policy, but there's a whole bunch of shit in here. Essentially, the way that he is talking, the way that he's campaigning, he is not going to unite the United States. He's going to continue to divide the U.S. His diehard supporters, he could shoot somebody in cold blood, right? He could have 17 accusers. He could rape Ivana. Remember when he raped Ivana, or at least Ivana accused him, and then she took the accusation back. So are we supposed to believe Ivana? Was that a fake accusation? Did she fake? Or is that being honest? Marital rape, is that not actual rape? In New York, it wasn't rape until after 1984. Is it rape? You're goddamn right it's rape. Are you kidding?
Not playing games. These guys don't play games. You know, we have a different type of people. They don't play games. I said, how are you doing on drugs? No problem. I said, what do you mean no problem? And that's entertainment, you know, a lot of things are happening. I said, what do you mean no problem? We have a zero tolerance policy. What does that mean? That means if we catch a drug dealer, death penalty.
Didn't stop with his lies. He goes on and on with his lies. He's sitting there and keeps on bragging about the largest tax cut in U.S. history. When we were fighting World War II, we were a very totalitarian society. We had victory gardens. Even the people at home were fighting the Nazis along with the soldiers. So after World War II, taxes were through the roof. We didn't need those taxes. So there's a huge, massive tax reduction.
North Korea, Kim Jong-un would like to meet with President Trump. No, this doesn't happen. You know, they're saying, oh, well, Obama could have done that. Trust me, he couldn't have done that. He wouldn't have done that. He would not have done it. And by the way, neither would Bush. And
Reagan reduced the taxes, the Bush tax cuts, and then we got the Great Recession. Remember, Bush cut the taxes, and then we got the Great Recession. So he lies over and over again. President batshit shithole. Remember, he's a big Confederate. He went ahead and said white supremacists are bad and KKK are bad, but not the Confederates. He can't seem to say that these Confederate, treasonous, traitors, anti-Americans are bad people. You're goddamn right they're bad people, and actually, according to the Constitution, they can't hold office. So anybody that's a Confederate, anybody that wants to take up arms against the United States government,
women won't like Donald Trump. I said, have I really had that kind of a problem? I don't think so. But women won't like Donald Trump. It will be a rough night.
With there being a lot of evil people, so this is a moral crusade. Who are the evil people? It's the Democrats who believe in single-payer health care. He says there's evil people in Washington, and then eventually he ends up with the media, the mainstream media. So that's the swamp in Washington, D.C. that needs to be cleaned up.
Working hard. It's not easy. That Washington, D.C., got a lot of evil there, but we're getting it out step by step. A lot of evil. A lot of bad people. A lot of bad people. A lot of fake media. Look at them. A lot of fake media. Fake media.
What about the lobbyists and the wealthy, and what about the Republicans, really? The wealthy 1%, lovers, the 1% class, the plutocrat lovers. So he lies over and over again.
I'm now president, and probably, but...
Remember when he said he didn't know who David Duke was? He ran for president as a reform candidate. So Donald Trump has already ran for president before. He lies about that, saying he only ran one time. When he ran against David Duke. They asked him later, do you know who David Duke is? I don't know who David Duke is. You fucking lie. You've been around here for decades. You don't know who David Duke is. He's the leader of the Ku Klux Klan. And of course, dog whistles.
The way to solve the drug problem is through toughness. When you catch a drug dealer, you gotta put him away for a long time. When I was in China, and other places, by the way, I said, Mr. President, do you have a drug problem? No, we do not.
Press is doing anything and everything she can to capture the attention of Yang Fuhrer, right? Jumping up, bouncing all over the place, acting. She looks real oppressed, too. Very, very oppressed.
For Donald Trump, because the women won't come out. We got 52%, right? 52, right? And I'm running against a woman. That's not that easy. 155 million people are now employed.
Now, other lies that he said there's 1 million new jobs. We've created 1 or 3 million new jobs. Yeah, the shit jobs, the poor, crappy jobs, so a lot of crappy jobs. And so he's just a liar in chief. He's going to later on say that the Democrats love MS-13. Oh, yeah, the Democrats are just embracing MS-13, bringing MS. They just keep campaigning. They're saying, you know what we need more? More MS-13. That's what the Democrats are saying. It's such fucking bullshit. It's a fucking flat-out lie.
They like to protect criminals. They like to protect MS-13.
And it's spreading all this goddamn hatred, right? The Democrats love MS-13. No, the Republicans love MS-13. They fucking love it. They love the fascism. That's why they're going to escalate the war on drugs. Not for Pfizer, not for Big Pharma, mind you. No, no.
They like to protect criminals. They like to protect MS-13. I don't know if that's unpopular. Probably you'll have some people that say, oh, that's not nice. But these people are killing our kids, and they're killing our families. We will impeach him. We will impeach the president. We will impeach him. We will impeach the president.